Lamb curry in a crock pot? What? Here's your hash brown. Syrah. Coming up on the next episode of Stay Rad Wine Blog TV. Hey everybody, it's Jeff. Welcome to another episode of Stay Rad Wine Blog TV. I am continuing on my mission while Kara's out of town, and by the way, she'll be back tomorrow night. I'm continuing on my mission to eat a bunch of stuff that I know that she won't eat. Now, Kara would not define herself as being vegetarian. She usually doesn't eat a whole lot of meat. And when she does, it's like a little bit of chicken or a little bit of fish. So we've kind of classified her as being a person who does not consume mammals. That's the key. If it's a mammal, she's not going to eat it. So in my dish right now, something that she won't eat, I got some lamb curry that I made. I got a little bit of scallion on top. There's some chickpeas in there. And then also, instead of pita, I thought it'd be really fun, or naan, I thought it'd be really fun to do like a savory, spicy hash brown and put that in there. So I'll show you some pictures down below. Check that out. And I'll let you know how this tastes. This is the first time for me. I just kind of free-formed it. So we'll see what happens. But it looked pretty to me. Anyways, I know some of you guys hate curry, and you need to wake up. That's what you need to do. So anyways, wine-wise, you know, again, if you frequent Trader Joe's, this is probably a bottle that you have seen before, especially recently. You've seen a whole lot of these Valley of the Moon bottles on display there, and they're talking about how it's this one-time deal and how much of a good price it is. They're selling this bottle of 2009 Valley of the Moon Sonoma County Syrah for $7. Now, when I originally saw it, I didn't really think about picking it up, but then I was at some other establishments and I saw this exact same wine running in at like $15, $16. If you go online to check out Valley of the Moon, their website, which I'll link up below, in their shopping cart, they're pricing it at $19. So to get a $19 wine at $7, definitely a good value there. And I really want to see if this Syrah can match that value, whether it's that $7 or that $19 that you could be paying later on. So let's check this out. So this is mainly Syrah. I believe it's 8 or 9% Petite Syrah as well. Aged quite a bit in French, Hungarian, and American oak. Super dark, super inky right now. You're not seeing anything through this. And on the nose, it's classic Syrah. I'm getting really dark fruits. I'm getting that plum. I'm getting that blackberry. I'm getting this really nice, like, brambly blackberry brush type of nose. As it's opening up, the oak is starting to show itself a little bit. It's this nice vanilla type of flavor, not overpowering oak monstering in any sort of way, but it's definitely noticeable. It's kind of like a minty menthol type of thing, which I don't find on a whole lot of $6, $7 wines. Don't find in a whole lot of $20 wines either, which I kind of like. Yeah, just really nice. You know, this is running in at 14.5% alcohol, so relatively pretty high alcohol on this wine. I'm not really getting much of a sense of it on the nose, so that's a plus for you guys. Let's try the palate. pause this video. If you have a Trader Joe's nearby and you've seen these on display, go pick it up right now. $7 a bottle. Right now. $7 a bottle. This is a wine, and okay, hey, you're back, and you picked up your case. This is a wine that is most definitely up my alley, right? Right away, those of you who've been reading Stay Rad since 2011, those of you who've been reading that long know that I love those powdery, fine, chalky tannins, and I'm getting a whole lot of them right now. I really love that because sometimes tannic structure can be a little bit abrasive. Sometimes it can be quite astringent. But when they're soft and powdery and chalky like this, that's when we get into those really smooth and elegant type of wine. So it definitely has that just on the body before anything else. Fruits, I'm getting a lot of them, and they're quite nice. Let me dive deeper into them. Super dark, super ripe plum and blackberry. I'm getting this really nice citrusy acidity, like a little bit of like maybe like a cranberry. Of course, cranberry is not citrus fruit, but hang with me, all right? A little bit of like a cranberry grapefruit type of cocktail. Not overly tart. I mean, you're getting these really nice like darker fruits mixed into them, but I mean it's some really nice, if I said fruit juice when I'm talking to you about wine, I know that doesn't drum up a whole lot of excitement, but take your favorite fruit juice, right? Take your favorite smoothie. Take like some blackberries and some strawberries. I know you don't put plum into smoothies, but maybe just a little bit of plum skin to get like the tannins from that. Put some cranberry juice in it. Put just a squeeze of grapefruit juice in there. Put in just a little bit of vanilla frozen yogurt for body and for depth, right? And sprinkle in some nice like peppery spices. Sprinkle in a little bit of black pepper. This is a really nice, awesome wine. I mean, look, wineries set the price of their wines essentially to whatever they want, so long as it's cost efficient to them. And so, when I say, hey, this is a $19 wine that's going for $7, I know a lot of $19 wines that if they were going for $7, I wouldn't even touch, right? This is a $19 retail wine that's going for $7 that drinks like it's 25, right? I mean, this is a really nice, awesome, elegant, cool climate Syrah. I know my boy Cyrus over at Solo Syrah. I think he would like, I mean, he's into some really good, awesome, just underground esoteric stuff, but I think he would even give you the stamp of approval on this. This is a really nice Syrah, and for $7, it's definitely a big time value play. I know that you saw when I tasted the Pontificus GSM for $7 from Trader Joe's about a month ago. It was written, I didn't videotape it, and I was telling you, hey, go get that. This is another one of those wines, and this is an awesome value, and buy a case, and you will be really happy with it. They've got a whole lot of those Valley of the Moon wines on special at Trader Joe's right now, and so I'm kind of thinking I want to check out some of those other ones too. Great wine. I'm putting this at like a 89 plus. I mean, this is an awesome wine, and I'm really excited to see how it plays. with this lamb curry. I'm actually just kind of excited to see how this lamb curry and the hash brown concoction really turns out. So let me just get one more sip of the wine just because it's so darn tasty. Oh yeah. So, I'm going to try to take a small bite for you, but make sure that everything's in there. I got a little scallion, I got a little chickpea, I got a little lamb, I got lots of curry on it. If you're into eating cows and you're looking for something new, and you've never really been that into lamb before, I think a slow cooked lamb with whatever flavors you want to add to it is just such a tasty meat. I mean, it's really rich. There's some good fattiness to this. It's really like earthy. It's got a lot of this umami-ness on it. Like, it's just really tasty. I'm really happy with that. Let's try it with the wine now. And what it's really doing right now with the wine, the fattiness of the lamb and the acidity of the wine are kind of canceling each other out. The berries, those dark berries, while present, are kind of taking a back seat and allowing those peppery notes from this Syrah to really kind of step up. So I'm really excited with how it's playing. It's definitely a pairing that works. And definitely a pairing that is elevating an already tasty Syrah and an already really nice and impressing myself with this lamb curry. That extra bite was just for me. Now, I want to try my little savory hash brown as well that I cut into little pizza slices. And although you typically wouldn't have a hash brown with your Indian foods, what you will find is that potatoes really show up quite a bit on the menu. I mean, if you're really into, I'm a big fan of samosas, right? And really, when you talk about the filling, it's potatoes and chickpeas. And what do I have in this bowl right now? I've got chickpeas and I've got potatoes in the form of hash browns. I basically shredded up some gold potatoes. I put in some scallions, and then essentially that's it. I mean, a little salt, a little pepper, a little curry powder, and a little paprika, and I just put it flat into a pan with some butter for about 8 minutes on each side. I mean, you just kind of cook it all at once on one side, flip it over, cook the rest of it on the other side, and slice it up like a pizza, and it turned out really well. I'm sorry, I'm talking up myself. I should be talking up this wine. Let me have one more bite of this hash brown right here. So yeah, the savory, spicy, we'll call it an Indian hash brown. And with the wine, alright, so there's a lot more spice in the hash browns, and there's a lot of starch, of course, in those hash browns. And so the starchy sugars and the spice are really canceling out the spices in the wine. But what they're doing is they're allowing these really rich, dark fruits to be elevated. So where we've got one part of the dish that makes the fruit take a back seat and lets the spice come forward, we've got this other part of the wine that is allowing the spice to take a back seat and that fruit goes forward. So I mean, we're jumping back and forth. It's like we got this tennis match between these two just really awesome flavors that go together. It's kind of like when the Williams sisters play against each other. They've got some similar styles, but they got some differences too. And they elevate each other. When you watch them play against each other, it's some of the best tennis that you're ever going to see. I mean, that's what we're dealing with right now. This is the Williams sisters of wine pairings. Try this. I don't know how many of you like to make your own curry. So maybe I would say try this, right? Excuse me. Try that Valley of the Moon Syrah, or any of those Valley of the Moons. Let me know what you think about them. Leave a comment down below. Till next time, everybody, stay rad.
Stay rad.